Namaste and welcome back everyone. I hope you're all doing very well. For this class, I would suggest that everyone try and have 2 blocks available, perhaps a bolster, a strap, a pillow, and a blanket, and that should be all that you'd need. So if you don't have those items now, please feel free to go and grab those, and then we'll all meet on the mat. And once you have those items, let us just sit, ground, relax, and settle in for our practice. I invite you to close the eyes. Sit nice and tall with a long spine. Everyone can lift up the shoulders, roll them back and down, creating space around the neck. Drawing the chest slightly forward, but we're not arching our spine, not arching the back. Just broadening the chest, drawing the shoulders back. Taking a few moments to just settle in. Work on your breath, inviting deeper, fuller breaths into the body, creating a sense of calm and peace. Also providing energy for your practice, providing fuel, pranic energy that will fuel your practice. Work on elongating the breath, full, deep, smooth inhale, and a full, long, smooth exhale. Do that a few times. Try and extending to the count of maybe 5, and extending the breath out on exhale from possibly the count of 5. If that's too much, no worries. You can work with 3, you can work with 4. Listen to yourself, find a place where you're expanding the breath, but there's no restriction, no stress, no strain, because then we will be defeating the purpose of this exercise. So just find your breath and invite fullness, richness into your body, into your practice. Bringing awareness to the sitting bones. Feel equal weight distribution on left and right side. Imagine this incredible connection, a magnetic connection between you and the mat. You are rooted, you're grounded, and from there begin to grow tall and long in the spine. Crown of the head working towards the ceiling. Navel drawn in. Spine is long, strong, and supported by your deep core muscles. You're strong, you're grounded, and you're growing tall. With every breath you inhale, you lengthen, and every exhale, you continue to lengthen higher and higher. And now I invite you to place your hands on your belly. Find a few moments to just connect with baby. If we're in our 2nd or 3rd trimester, you might feel your little one moving around, trying to touch your hand in response to the pressure that you have delicately placed on your abdomen. Just know that through this practice, you're creating a deeper bond. You're nourishing your baby, and all the goodness that comes to you flows to baby. All the positive energy, the positive thoughts, all the pranic energy, everything is flowing from you to baby. So be grateful for this time that you have for yourself and for deepening the connection you have between you and baby. And always be mindful throughout the entire practice. Be mindful of your breath, your movements. If something doesn't feel right, you pull back and you go into child's pose. Just rest. Listen to your body. Listen to your intuition. nice. Now let's bring our hands to heart center. Thumb touching the sternum, lift the chest up. Draw the shoulders back one more time, navel in, long spine. Let's take a nice big breath in, and then we're going to exhale, open mouth, ha sound. Big breath in, exhale. Do that again twice more. Full deep breath in, long exhale, getting rid of all the stagnant air in the body, getting rid of anything that doesn't serve you. Let it go. Another deep full breath in, full, biggest breath of the day, and then exhale it all out. Creating space for your practice, creating space for freshness. And now, slowly open your eyes. Namaste, everyone. Welcome. So we're going to begin with a few neck exercises. We're going to maintain this long, beautiful, strong posture that we have. Long spine, navel drawn in. We're going to inhale, looking up, stretching the front of the neck. And then we're going to exhale, turning the head down, working the chin towards the chest. Feeling a beautiful stretch on the back of the neck. Inhale up. Moving with your breath. And exhaling down. Do 3 more rounds on your own count, your own breath. Move as slowly as you need. Try and elongate the breath. Feel the beautiful stretch on front and back of the neck. And when we're finished, we're going to be back in center. And now we're going to do a lateral stretch. So we're going to delicately, softly place the right hand on the left side of the temple. And we're going to gently draw the head towards the right shoulder, maintaining space, shoulder down. Feel the beautiful stretch on the left side. Breathe deeply. Navel drawn in, long spine. Don't lose that connection. Center. Same thing on the other side. So this time, left hand on right side and gently encouraging the head to move towards the left, maintaining space around the left shoulder, feeling the stretch on the right side. And then we're going to maintain the connection of the deep core muscles, long spine, navel in, and we're breathing deeply here. Ensure that the chin is drawn slightly back, the head is not jutting forward. And now back to center. Beautiful. Now we're going to take a very gentle seated twist. So we always twist to the right side first. So I invite you to take your right arm, twist it around your body if it's available, to anywhere that it's available. Take your left hand, place it on the outside of your right knee, and gently twist towards the right. Wherever you are, you want to make sure that the spine is long. We're inhaling to lengthen, exhaling, twist. And then when we find our twist, we're going to sit here comfortably and breathe deeply. As deeply as we can. And then exhale, release. We'll do the same thing other side. So place right hand on outside of left knee. Take your left arm behind you wherever it's available. If it's available to grab a hold of your right hip, feel free to do so. Inhale, lengthen spine, and we're exhaling, twisting long and strong. And then when we find our gentle twist, we're going to breathe deeply. Full deep breaths. And release. Now we're going to do some lateral side stretching. So we're going to take our right hand, we'll rise up onto our fingertips, bend the elbow. Then we're going to inhale, reach the left arm up, and imagine there's a ball on the right side of your body, a big beach ball. You want to lift up and over that ball. You can look up at your hand, you can look at your elbow, you can look straight, or you can look down. Whatever feels right for you. Find what feels right today and breathe deeply into the space. Beautiful lateral stretch, opening up the intercostal muscles, helping us breathe deeper, fuller breaths. Very important in the late second and third trimester. Breathe here, rising up and over that imaginary ball. Maintain space around the neck. If you wish to go deeper now, you can place the forearm down and reach only if your sitting bones are sitting on the floor. Both sitting bones. And then we can rise back up. Same thing, other side. Rising up onto our fingertips. Again, we're lifting up, lengthening up, and then over this imaginary ball. Bend the elbow to make space around the shoulder. Inhale, reaching that arm up, 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 reaching up, and then over. And again, the gaze can go wherever it feels right. That palm, the elbow, straight or down, whatever feels right for you. Just keep lengthening up and then over our imaginary ball. Both sitting bones are on the mat wherever you are. We don't need to go deep. We just want to work on opening up those intercostal muscles. And then now if we want to go a little deeper, if it's available, we can. But again, ensure that the sitting bones are on the mat. And then rise up. Beautiful. Now we're just going to take a moment to sit in a wide-legged child's pose, and we're going to reach our arms forward. External rotation on those shoulders, always maintaining the space around the neck, reaching forward, forward, forward. And then we're going to draw our hands towards the left, so the left hand is in line with the left knee. Take the right hand, place it on top of the left palm, and just feel that stretch on the right side of the body. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. And then inhale back through center and decide. This time we're moving to the right side. So right palm in line with the right knee. Place the left palm on top of right, and then kind of lean down into that left side. Feel that beautiful stretch. And breathe deeply for 3, 2, and 1. And then rise up. And now we're going to make our way into tabletop. So our palms are under our shoulders, our knees are under the hips, our navel is drawn in, external rotation on our shoulders, there's lots of space around the neck. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Drawing in the navel. And now we're going to extend that right leg back and that left arm forward. And we're going to breathe here. Make sure that the hips are level. Do your best to level out the hips. Slight internal rotation on that back right leg. That back foot is active. Navel drawn in. And then bring it down. Take a breath in. And we're going to exhale round. Kind of wiggle it out if you wish. And then inhale, back to neutral spine. Exhale, round again. And if you wish to wiggle it out, feels really good. And then inhale, back to neutral. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now left leg goes back, right arm forward. Back foot is active, navel drawn in, internal rotation on that back leg so that the hips remain level. Hugging the midline, imaginary midline, stabilizing posture. Drawing in the navel, calling upon our deep core muscles, supporting our spine. And then bring it all back down. Inhale here. Exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to tuck the toes and we're going to find our first downward dog of the day. So let's rise up, sending the hips up towards the ceiling. And since it's the first one of the day, maybe we'd like to pedal out the feet, bending one knee at a time, left and right, left and right. Maybe you want to shimmy the hips a little bit. Do any movements that feel right for you. Just feel free to move, free to explore within your body. And when you've found that you've moved enough, we can settle into our posture. Working our heels down towards the mat, spreading the fingers as wide as we can, really feeling connected through the palm. Navel is drawn in and the hips are reaching up towards the sky. And then ever so slowly we're going to start to walk the feet forward towards the top of the mat. The feet are hip distance apart. We're going to grab a hold of opposite elbow and bend the knees, draw the navel in. Spend a moment here. And then very slowly releasing the arms and then reverse swan dive as we rise up. Inhaling, reaching the arms above the head. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Arriving to the top of our mat. Arriving for our practice. So before we begin, we'll just do a little bit of breath work, a little bit of that breath exercise where we're going to reach the arms to the side, really spreading the fingers as wide as we can, bringing the arms up, turning the gaze up, and then we're going to exhale, really lengthening our exhale as we draw the hands down, turning the gaze downward, following our hands. Beautiful stretch in the front and back of the neck, getting into the shoulders, the fingers, the wrists. So let's begin. We're going to inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now I invite you to move on your own breath, your own pace. Just make it full, make it beautiful, the biggest breath of the day. Reaching, reaching, reaching up, and then exhaling any of the stagnant air in the body. Let it all out. Let it go. Invite freshness into the body. Make space. Inhale, biggest breath of the day, bigger than that last one. Reach the arms wider, wider, and reach up, up, up. And exhaling everything until you feel that beautiful tightness in the core. Let it go. Just let it go. Last one. Inhale. Biggest one. Biggest rotation. Biggest stretch in the fingers. And exhale. Exhale it all the way. let's bring our hands to heart center. We're going to take a moment to just give thanks. Give thanks for our practice. And we're going to begin to practice classical Surya Namaskar. So let's take a moment just to give thanks to that Sun God. Give thanks for all that we receive from this powerful sun, the light, the heat, the nourishment. Without that sun, we would not exist. Without that sun, our baby wouldn't exist. So let's give thanks. Breathe into that. And exhale. Inhale, hands up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, bending the knees, pivoting from the hip joint, reaching down. Inhale, step the right knee back. Exhale, left knee back. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to all four. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Inhale, right foot forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, all the way, come up, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, all the way up, look up, reach. Exhale, bending knees, pivoting from the hip joint, navel in. We can have our hands on blocks. Inhale as we step the left knee back. Right knee back. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to all fours. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Inhale, left foot forward, lengthening. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, all the way, come up. Look up, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Now, I invite you to take your blocks, place them towards the top of the mat. We're going to do one round of Surya Namaskar A. So our feet are still in proper Tadasana alignment, outer edge of the foot in line with the outer edge of the mat. The feet are about hip distance apart. Hands together at heart center. Inhale, exhale, and inhale. Look up, reach up. Exhale, bending the knees, navel in, hands go to the block. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're going to step back into our modified Chaturanga. Inhale, gentle upward facing dog, just focusing on the chest and the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here, hands can remain on blocks, or we can place our hands on the mat, whatever feels right for you. Listen to your body. You can also place some support under the heels if you wish. Many, many options to explore. But breathe here for 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, all the way, come up, look up, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. One round of Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, modified Chaturanga. Inhale, gentle upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, adjust that back foot so we're in a high lunge. Exhale, modified Chaturanga. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, left foot forward, adjust that back foot, wide stance, that space between the legs, high lunge, inhaling up. Exhale, modified Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, keep it gentle, keep it light. And exhale, downward facing dog. And again, blocks or mat, whatever feels right. And listen to your body. Every day will be different. Just be flexible, be observant, and respond to your body as it needs. For 2 and 1. Inhale, step forward, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment to just close the eyes, to observe the body. Observe the breath. Observe the heartbeat. If you need to take a break, take a moment to go down into child's pose. It's absolutely fine. If you have lots of power, lots of strength, and you're ready to move on, wonderful. We will do so. Just take a moment to observe the body. If the heart rate is elevated, breathe deep, full breaths. Let's bring it back down. Beautiful little cardiovascular workout, bringing our heart rate up and then bringing it down, bringing it up and down. And now we're going to inhale again, reach the arms up, look up, lengthen, exhale, bending the knees, folding forward. And then we're going to inhale and step back into downward facing dog. We're going to inhale and lift that right leg up, lift, 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 and then exhale, bringing it through, stepping it between the hands. Now I invite you to take a high lunge if you wish. Low lunge. And we can have many options here. You can have your hands resting on the thigh. If you wish, we can have our blocks here. We can go a little bit deeper. Just settling in slightly, hands on the blocks for support. And we can breathe here. Feeling a beautiful stretch. But again, listen to your body, and if something doesn't feel right, pull back. You know, we can always stand here, modify here. If we're feeling any tension in the SI joint, any back pain, stay here. Draw everything to a midline, navel in, spine supported. But if we're feeling good, again, I invite you to try and go a little bit deeper. Options, just listen to your body and breathe deep. Wherever we are, let's draw our shoulders back, open that chest. We can even interlock our hands and draw the shoulders back, feeling a beautiful opening across the chest. And now we're going to slowly make our way down into a pigeon pose. So we're going to take that right foot, bring it across the mat, bring the hips down. If you would like, you can take a block or a pillow, place it under the right hip so that we're all leveled out. If you don't need that, no worries, that's great. Ideally, we're going to work towards having the shin parallel to the top of the mat. However, that increases the intensity of the posture. So having it angled downward will release any tension, and it will make the posture a little bit more comfortable. So play around with that. You can also put a blanket under the knee if you need. If you feel any discomfort in the knee, just place a blanket back there. And then here, we can stay up. We can draw the shoulders back. We can interlock the hands. We can work on opening up through the shoulders and chest if we wish, looking up. Or we can bring it down, rising onto the blocks, depending on what height feels comfortable. We can lengthen forward. We can go a little bit lower. And if that's all good and you wish to go deeper, we can come all the way down, forehead on mat. Just find your position that feels comfortable, accessible, where you can breathe full, deep breaths and you're comfortable. And let's melt into that place. To bring this left leg around and we're going to go into Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So we're going to rise up, you're going to stack the knees, and then we're going to sit down between our heels, and we're going to try and adjust the heels so that they're parallel, roughly parallel. The feet are active, toes pointing up. Again, the knees are as stacked as possible, and from here you're going to feel a beautiful stretch on the left side. We're going to inhale the right arm up, take the left arm behind and interlock hands. If that's not available, please take your strap and feel free to use a strap. You know, use the props that we have available. Make it comfortable, make it feel comfortable, and we're going to just sit and breathe full deep breaths here. Long spine, shoulders back, shoulders running back and down. Full deep breaths. And then we're going to release the hands. And excuse me, I invite you to place your blocks here, and we can begin to draw the navel in and really lengthen spine and try and tilt ever so slightly forward and drawing the shoulders back. Imagine that you're leading with your chest, spine straight, lengthening forward, leading with the chest. Beautiful stretch, getting deeper. If this is too much, just stay up, no worries. This is only if you feel really comfortable and you feel like going deeper. Breathe wherever you are, breathe full deep breaths. And if this is too easy, you wish to go deeper, you can take it a notch lower as long as there's space for the belly and we're not compressing. And then we are going to unravel, bring that leg back, and we're going to step into downward facing dog and stretch it out, bending one knee at a time, wiggling the hips. Feel the difference between left and right side of the body. Feels good. And then we're going to find our position of downward facing dog for just one breath, and we're going to inhale that left leg up, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to exhale, draw it forward as slowly with control as we can. Place that right knee down. That left foot is between the palms, between the hands. We're going to rise up, and again, any instability, any pain, we're gonna keep it here. Keep everything aligned, hugging this midline, a very stabilizing variation. If we're feeling good, we're feeling open, we wish to go a little deeper, we can do so. You can have your hands on the thigh, you can have your hands on blocks. If you feel really powerful and open, you can have your hands on the mat. Listen to your body, lots of options to explore. Draw the shoulders back, broaden the chest, look up, and breathe. Full deep breaths wherever you are. On every breath, just melting, surrendering. On the inhale, finding a little more space. And again, if that is too much, you stay here. Lots of options. One more breath here. And then we're going to make our way into pigeon pose. Bringing that left foot across, adjusting the angle of that left shin, placing a blanket under the right knee if required, placing a block under the left sitting pose if required. Just find your posture, and then we're going to ensure that we're facing straight, drawing our shoulders back, our chest is broadening, we're looking up. You can have your hands on the blocks, bent arms, so that we're really kind of drawing the chest forward, broadening through the chest, relaxing the shoulders. Couple of breaths here. And then when you feel ready, we can begin to pivot forward. So adjust the blocks, and then again, still drawing shoulders back, leading with the chest, coming forward. If there's space, you wish to go deeper, you can go all the way down and melt into the posture. Forward, finding Gomukhasana on second side, lifting up the hips, aligning the knees, adjusting the heels, and sitting back down. And then again, minor adjustments so that the heels are relatively parallel and our knees are stacked. Our spine is lengthening upward, navel drawn in. We're feeling the beautiful stretch on the right side. We're going to inhale, reach that left arm up, and interlock hands behind the back, or using our strap, whatever is available, whatever feels good. And then we're going to breathe deeply here. And drawing that left shoulder down. Release those arms and play with our blocks again. If you wish to stay where you are, just staying upright, please do so. If you would like to go a little smidge bit deeper, again, we're going to draw in that navel, lengthen spine, and ever so slightly tilt forward, really focusing on shoulders back, broadening chest. So the blocks will be piers, the arms are bent, and you're leading with that chest. Just getting a little bit deeper, feeling that beautiful stretch. Nice, and then we're going to rise up, place the blocks to the side. We're going to unravel that leg, and we're going to make our way back into downward facing dog, and bend one knee at a time. Wiggle it out. Move. Feel that freedom. Feel the freedom that we have in the body. And if you need to take a child's pose, actually let's take a child's pose. Let's bring our feet together. We can take a supported child's pose if you wish, placing your bolster in front of you. And we can lean forward and just take a nice relaxing child's pose. We can turn our gaze to the left and take 3 breaths on this side, and then turn the gaze to the other side for 3 breaths. Virasana. If you need a block, you can just sit on your block like so. We're just going to take a moment to really tilt the pelvis, draw the navel in, lengthen the spine, hands facing down on the thighs, draw the shoulders back, broaden through the chest, draw the neck back ever so slightly, the chin back, sorry, so the neck is an extension of the spine. And let's just feel this strength, this beautiful alignment that we have in the body. Breathing here, again, stabilizing group of postures, hugging everything in towards the midline. And we're going to do a very gentle camel. So, options here. We can simply rise up on our blocks as so. Gentle back bend, very, very gentle. Shoulders back, broadening through the chest. And breathe here. If you wish, you can also just stay here. And then we're going to sit back down into Virasana. If you need the block, please do so. Please place it between the heels. Close the eyes and breathe. And now let's do that a second time. This time we are going to stay up higher. We're going to take our hands and we're going to turn the fingers so they're pointing up. Draw the shoulder or the elbows in towards one another. And we're just going to take a very, very gentle back bend. Looking up. And release. And release back down. Virasana. Close the eyes. Observe the sensations in the body. Feel the shoulders and the chest, that opening. Feel the energy that's running up and down the spine. And from here, we're going to bring our right foot forward. And we're going to grab our strap. We're going to take our strap around that foot. And we're going to, one, draw the navel in, lengthen the spine, draw the shoulders back, take the arms wide, bend the elbows, and we're going to pivot ever so slightly with a straight spine. We're just going to breathe here, feeling a beautiful stretch in the hamstring, lengthening the spine, really calling upon the deep core muscles to help support the spine. Drawing shoulders back. And then release. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And so bring that right foot back and then left foot forward. Again, strap around that foot. Really broaden the chest, elbows to the side. Lengthen the spine, lengthen, and then we're going to ever so slightly pivot forward. But the goal is to keep lengthening the spine. We don't want any rounding. We want to be up higher and lengthening. And drawing the chest forward, leading with the chest, shoulders back. Breathe full deep breaths. Here we're going to remove our block, and again I encourage you to find a child's pose. So if you wish, you can just have your head on a cushion. You don't need to take the bolster, just take a nice gentle child's pose. So we're going to take our blocks, we're going to place them just outside the hips, and then bring the soles of the feet together. You can have your hands around the toes, and we're just going to take a moment to flap our wings, and then we'll just settle into the supported Baddha Konasana. So if you want to take bigger movements, you can, and then place the blocks back. Little movements is totally fine. You can do this for as long as you wish. Just make sure that you're drawing in the navel towards spine, lengthening spine. And when you've fluttered enough, you place your blocks there, and we're going to just breathe into this, lengthening the spine. Try to draw the shoulders back. Try not to round. Be long and tall. Crown of the head reaching up. Full deep breaths. And as your body warms and opens, we move the blocks further, and then we hold for a few more breaths, and then we'll take it further again. Long spine. And for the next variation, we can have a bolster in front, and we can just melt forward if it's available. If this doesn't feel good for you, please remain where you are, seated up high, straight spine. Otherwise, feel free to just melt forward. Take a variation of Parivrtta Janushirasana. So, left foot will be in, right leg is extended. We're going to be turning our torso ever so slightly towards the left. You're going to take your cushion, you're going to place it on that right leg. When we turn like so, our torso will be in line with that leg. That's the alignment that we'd like. This is like an Iyengar setup for Parivrtta Janushirasana. We take our two peace fingers, we're going to wrap it around that big toe again, and ensure that the torso is in line with that leg, and then we can begin to melt into this posture. We can inhale, lift the left arm up, and then we're going to reach it over. If you feel that there's any strain in your neck, I invite you to take an extra cushion or a block and place it under or on top of the shoulder, under the head, so the head can just completely rest and melt. And now we have perfect alignment of Janushirasana, and we can melt into this supported variation. If your arm is tired and your shoulder doesn't really crave this, take the arm behind the back and reach as much as you can for that right hip. Beautiful opening for the shoulder, passive opening. Melt, breathe, enjoy. Full deep breaths. To do the same thing on the other side. So this time we bring the right leg in, left leg out. our bolster. If we're using pillows, move your pillow. If you want that added support for the head, we're going to have this nearby as well for our setup. So here, we're going to turn the torso. So the torso will be in line with that leg. Take our 2-piece fingers, reach around the toe. If that's not available, sorry, should have mentioned this before, then you can use your strap. Absolutely use your strap, no worries at all. You know, keep that strap held so that the arm is in line with the torso, or the torso is in line with the leg, and the arm is helping you draw your body towards that foot. We want that nice alignment. And then, of course, last piece is that pillow for head support. Arm can be reaching over or behind for that beautiful passive stretch, opening in the shoulder. That left leg is strong, it's active, it's engaged, so that we're protecting the muscles as we have this beautiful stretch. Full deep breaths, just melting in. And if this alignment doesn't work, again, please rise up, modify as needed. You want to be somewhere that is so comfortable that you can breathe full, deep, smooth breaths. No restriction, no stress, no strain. And now we're going to rise up. And now we can place the pillow in the center. And we can take a wide-legged seated forward fold. So if we're feeling really tight, we can modify the angle so our legs can be, slightly drawn in. If we're feeling any tension as well, we don't want such a wide leg. So we put some pillows here, some bolsters. We stack ourselves up. We inhale, lengthen, and then we ever so slightly pivot forward, and then rest the torso on the pillow. Find a place that feels comfortable where you can just melt. Bring your forehead down to the mat and breathe. Keep the legs strong and engaged the entire time. Keep the quadriceps engaged so we're protecting the hamstrings. And breathe deeply. Inhale and slowly rise up. Move everything out of the way. And now we're going to bend our left knee. We're going to take our right leg, put the right foot outside of the left knee, and we're going to take a gentle twist. Gentle, gentle twist. Again, I invite you to bring that left arm behind if it's available. If not, no worries, no problem. Just a very, very gentle twist. It's really not for the twist right now. It's really just to bring everything back to the midline, to hug everything in. Nice stabilizing posture. Couple breaths here. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, gentle twist. And then we're going to come back to center. We're going to unravel and do the same thing on the opposite side. So both sitting bones are on the mat. This time the left foot is outside, right knee, and we're going to take that right hand behind the body and take a gentle twist. We can have the hand just placed here, or if it's available, if you want to go deeper, you can reach for that hip, that left hip. Gentle twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Unravel, and we are going to make our way into Savasana. So we're going to find ourselves on the left side, and you can either take a block between the thighs so that everything has nice alignment. You can take a pillow or a cushion under the head, and we're just going to settle in. If you wish, you can have the arm extended and the pillow on the arm, and we're just going to lie here, melt. Quiet our mind, still our body, and allow ourselves to receive all of the benefits of our practice. Let it just soak in. You can take your hand and place it on your belly, reconnecting with your baby. Perhaps you feel some movement now that you've been breathing so deeply and moving. Little one might be active. Enjoy that. Celebrate that. Breathe into that. And do a scan of the body. If there's tension anywhere, try to release that tension. Let it go. Remain completely still. Systematically relax your body, starting with your toes. Relaxing your toes, the top of the foot, the sole of the foot, the ankle, the shin and the calf muscle, relaxing the knees, the thighs, the front and back of the thighs, completely relaxed. The glutes, pelvis, the abdomen, completely relaxed. Your back, your chest, your shoulders, upper arm, lower arm, hands, top of the hand, palm of the hands, completely relaxed. Fingertips, fingers, relaxed. The neck is relaxed. The head is relaxed. Your facial muscles are relaxed. The space between the eyebrows is relaxed. Feel as though that space is widening. With every exhale, that space becomes more and more relaxed. Thank you for sharing the practice with me.